It's Madden NFL 23. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Rams and the Bears. And it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one. It's a relatively balanced offense With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And this would be his second NFL start. Last week was about what you'd expect to see from a rookie quarterback. Had some good moments, but not enough to lead his guys to victory. Now we'll have to see how he handles adversity, because on the college level, he didn't lose a whole lot of games.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Off the play fake. Pryor. He finds his man, complete. It's Parks. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Parks.
Holding offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
Still 3rd down.
You don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, Pryor. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, David Edwards.
Still 2nd down.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Winters got a man complete to Cedric Wilson.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout the ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially on the field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 11. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Check mash, check mash.
They'll run on 1st down. Parks. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Pryor. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one, 28 yards on the ground. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. It's Edwards-Helaire down to about the 22 here. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit and they're easily blocked and turn to the side. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they let the throw for it. Normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Off play action. Pryor rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Winters. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Winters. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here comes the Rams ball now, as he'll come in to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down now, it's Parks. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, street.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Former first-rounder Clyde Edwards-Helaire ready to go here. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to... There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead grows to 10-0. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Pryor. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Parks. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
79 Broncos.
To throw on 3rd down. Pryor. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football, getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 7th play in the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Pryor locates Mooney on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Parks, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Winters. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Winters. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well. And I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory. And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get 1 key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. And the Rams 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ball start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 1st down.
Here we go.
So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And they will score. Pick 6 for Bears touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final shot before break. Winters, he's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan... Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. Off play action. Pryor. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On second down, it's Parks. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Pryor under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed, a lot of great penetration as they stop that run out of the scrimmage.
So only 4 yards there on the play. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And shutting him off, now open field. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On second down, a run with Lindsey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and 2, Pryor. And this will be caught by Mooney. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 to bring up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parks. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Parks. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On 1st down, it's Parks. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Winters, flush to his right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they were playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And this play will be blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 38. There'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
Touchdown! Jakobi Meyers, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was all capped off by Jakobi Meyers on the touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now in the afternoon. Looking to throw. Winters. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Winters going up top for Kupp. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And throw right side complete to Parker. I don't think he got there. No. Too short on maybe a foot. Maybe caught 4 inches. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Pryor. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Hey, check that, street.
Off the play fake. Pryor. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Normally, you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Off play action. Pryor. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Following the fumble recovery, Winters. Open man right side is Cup, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A gain of 14. And the Rams first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Winters over the middle, complete. It's Parker.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
2nd and 3. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there. It's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here we go. Back.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another run by Lindsey. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bears are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure.
And now off to the races, down the right side. 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Looking to throw. Winters. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Cedric Wilson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On third down, Pryor. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of